Hello everybody, and welcome back to my video. Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't seen any of my previous videos, definitely I recommend going back and kind of seeing how I break down the science of these subjects. I know it's a little bit hard to grasp sometimes, and I actually explained in my last video what chromotherapy is. So right now we're actually just going to be talking about like the applications of chromotherapy. And kind of how we can utilize it in our everyday life, right? So, yeah, let's jump into it, right? Chromotherapy is the therapy of light, the therapy of color, right? So there are a ton of ways that color therapy can be applied, right? So one of the more popular, most common methods, right, today is to actually look up like a practitioner and go to the office, and they have all their like high-tech equipment and their LED lights, and you can also go to like an infrared sauna, right? Like some people kind of like seek out like holistic places that do this, which is great, right? But you don't have to pay a bunch of money. You don't have to like go out of your way. You can actually be incorporating color therapy, chromotherapy into your life, just really whenever you need it, right? So in the next video, we're going to be going over what each color can kind of do and the resonant frequencies of each color and what they're kind of used for. But in this video, we're just kind of going to be talking about applications, how to apply color therapy. So anyway, so yeah, you can get little lasers, I guess, online or whatever, and they basically, it's like those little red beam pens, that used to entertain your cat. It's like, it looks like a pen, but it has like a red beam flashing out of it, right? They're kind of like that essentially, but they do different colors, right? And so you can use that and kind of aim them at your energy centers, aka your chakras. And we're going to be talking a little bit more about the chakras, the energy centers, and whatnot as the videos go on. But I need to build up to that point, right? So you want to, you can apply by shining these lights or these little lasers on your energy centers. Our energy centers are key. So we use in color puncture, aka chromotherapy, we use the same application that acupuncturists use. So we use the same meridian map. So meridians are essentially energy ley lines in your body, and they correlate to different areas. So it's also a little bit about reflexology. So you can actually have your hand or your foot, and they can shine lights in certain areas on your hand or foot, and it can actually affect other areas of your body because it is connected to an energetic ley line or an energetic meridian in your body. And so anyway, you can also use color therapy in more simple ways, such as clothing, right? So say that I'm just feeling really like dense and heavy and grounded, right? So the color red, the frequency of red is pretty dense. The vibration is pretty slow, right? So say I want like a boost, like say I'm feeling so lethargic right now, and I know I'm vibrating pretty low in general in my body, but I want like a boost, right? And you know that the color purple is residing at a super high frequency compared to red, right? So this is actually a way, wearing purple, for example, is actually a way to raise your vibration, because don't forget, if you've watched any of my previous videos, we have a collective electromagnetic frequency in our body, right? We're made up of a bunch of cells that are fueled with energy, right? And so we can adjust our frequency and adjust our vibration by choosing to wear certain colored things or surround our energy field with the colors that we need, right? So, different colors suit different needs. So wear whatever color you need to inspire a certain vibration, or introduce a certain vibration into your field, right? So you can also ingest foods that are you can ingest foods that will raise or lower your vibration, or have these color kind of therapeutic benefits, right? So if you need to throw a little bit more yellow in your life, you can consume a banana, and that's going to help, right? If you're trying to consume more green energy, you can eat some spinach, right? This can be considered chromotherapy, and if you have the intention of healing yourself with this stuff, then it's going to happen, man. So you can also use like natural bath soaks, bath bombs. You know, I recommend natural, right, with none of the kind of, you know, bad chemicals to it, none of the like additives or whatever, the dyes, the harmful dyes and whatnot. I'm very like an organic person. And so, yeah, you can use soaps, salts, bath bombs, whatever in your bath. So say that you're like I said, kind of vibing low, the root chakra frequency. It's like really dense, really heavy energy. And say you want to like an energy boost, you can always put some purple into the water, purple bubble bath or whatever, right? And that can kind of help with your mental clarity. That can help kind of re-energize you. That can really help stimulate the energy center that has the resonant frequency of purple, right? So we have an energy center. Our crown chakra could be considered something that is around this frequency. Our third eye can be considered around the resonant frequency of purple, right? So we know that we can kind of charge these energy centers and give them more energy and give them more vibration through colors. So the very last thing is crystals. Crystals, flowers, more natural things like that. When they aurograph or when they graph the electromagnetic charge to crystals and flowers, they have a naturally super high vibration. But depending on what color they are, right? Crystals, since they're made in the earth, they have great electromagnetic frequencies for trying to heal yourself and for trying to, you know, say that you're trying to heal one of your energy centers, and one of your energy centers, like our heart energy center, that's kind of residing at the frequency of green energy. And so what you can do is place some green crystals or some green flowers or something around your energy center and really just kind of focus and meditate on it. And your body on a molecular level will take in the electromagnetic energy from the crystal, and it's residing at the same sort of frequency, and so it's much easier for it to pull energy from these crystals and be kind of recharged by these crystals, right? And you know, I'll go over crystals in my other videos, but I kind of just wanted to, you know, throw it out there that there's different ways in your life that you can incorporate chromotherapy and color therapy. Literally, the possibilities are endless, but I wanted to teach you guys about the basics, because when you see something, I want you to kind of be able to be like, oh, well, I can just do this myself. You know, I can just put on a certain outfit and affect my mood and affect my vibration, right? I know they did a bunch of studies some years back about why McDonald's has the yellow and red on their sign, and it was because they did their research, and people have certain thoughts and certain cravings and certain habit patterns when they see certain colors, right? So, I mean, I guess another form of color therapy would be viewing colors, right? When you go to like a practitioner, a lot of the time they shine it directly in your eyes, right? So it just depends. It really just depends. This also plays a part with seasonal, what's it called? Seasonal defective disorder, where people get really depressed, you know, when they're living in like the Northwest, like Portland, Seattle, and whatnot, which is where I am. We get so depressed. There's no sunshine. There's no light. There's no energy, right? And so somebody like me goes back to the sunshine, or summertime hits, and I'm just full of energy. I'm full of life. I'm full of things that I feel like I'm not normally capable of when the sun is out. I feel so lethargic when the sun isn't shining, right? And so that's another form of kind of chromotherapy, light therapy. Get out in the sunshine, right? And so I kind of wanted to just touch on these subjects a little bit. We'll go over the colors and their resonant frequencies. We'll go over the energy centers. We'll go over meridians. We'll go over all that. But I'm just giving you this little piece of information about kind of like the applications of color, color therapy, color puncture, whatever you want to call it, right? So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button with the little notification bell so you know when future videos are being uploaded. Also, go ahead and like the video, add any comments if you have any comments, if anything is especially helpful, if things are not so helpful, right? I want to hear it all. So go ahead and participate with me. It also helps other people. It helps get this information out there. I think stuff like this, the fundamentals of the universe is so awesome. And so once we learn how to utilize this stuff, we can hack our lives essentially, and we can live the best possible lives that we can possibly live. I want to make topics like this and stuff like this a little more modern, a little less kind of woo-woo. I want to bring some science and back it with some science so the concept is easier to grasp. Because this is stuff that I've known to be important. This is stuff that I've been taught in, that I've been trained in. This is stuff that I've been studying for years. I've applied a lot of this stuff in my everyday life as well as on patients and on clients. So definitely I want to share what I know. I don't claim to know everything, but I know a couple things, right? So yeah. I hope you all have an amazing day.